What's going on, everybody? This is Brandon Hill, and today this video is going to be for beginners who are trying to make their first simple beat, and we're going to make a smooth, jazzy house beat using one kit from one expansion pack, and it's going to sound something like this. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to start from scratch here. I'm going to load a new project. And the expansion pack we are going to use here is going to be this one called Higher Place, which contains a lot of house sounds, and it's an expansion pack that I highly recommend if you enjoy house music. This is kind of what it sounds like. Okay, so a lot of great sounds. If you want that, I'll put a link in the description where you could get it so you can follow along with this exactly. The kit we're going to use here is this Braw Kit, B-R-A-W, okay? So we're going to load that up, and now we have these sounds here. I'm going to put fixed velocity on so everything hits at the same level. Okay, so let's start with the kick pattern, 4 to the floor. We'll keep this there. We have that all right. Next, let's use this snare and put it there so we get this. Okay, now let's do this open hi-hat. Usually you would do it like this. I want to have some variation, so I think I'm going to do, I'll keep it right there. Okay, and then to fill up this space here with the thirds, let's do this, and I'm really just trying to create variation right here. So let's do, kind of groovy so far. Let's work with maybe the shaker sound. Okay, let's record that. Then I'll quantize it. Shift, select, shaker, quantize. Okay, so now we got that going. Let's try to utilize this perc sound. Let's use this perc sound here, and I'm going to click this in to show you that you could do this a variety of ways, but let's click in some notes. Maybe okay, let's work with that. Let's start adding some melodic elements or some bass sounds here. Let's use these chord sounds here. Let me just play around and see what sounds good. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I kind of want to do this. So I am going to double the length of this pattern. Right now it's just 1 bar long. Now we have a 2 bar long pattern. And let's see what this sounds like. I didn't play that right, so I'm going to shift it over. Okay, we have that going. Let's try these bass sounds now. If you have your headphones on, you can hear this, but I kind of want to go. Okay. I'll quantize that. Shift select both of those, quantize. Okay, so we have that now. Now we have some loops here, like this bass loop. So to activate this loop, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to plugin. If I'm in audio, right now it's in gate. I want it to be in loop, because then once I press step, I can hit this and then that bass will be activated. So let's see what that sounds like. Okay, we have that now. Okay, let's add some more variation and use this clap sound maybe and see where it sounds good at. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do it there. So we'll put that clap right there. Okay, now we have another loop here on 14. So if I hold this down, you could kind of hear what it sounds like. So again, I'm gonna go to plugin, make sure I'm on loop with audio. Now I could go to step and I could add it here, and now we have this loop playing. So this loop continues here on for, it looks like 4 bars. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna go to pattern, double this pattern. Now this full loop is playing and the rest of the pattern is the same. So now I have a 4-bar pattern. Okay, we have that now. Let's see, what else can we utilize here? So we're utilizing a lot of the sounds on this pad. Let's use this organ right here. I'm going to go to keyboard mode and I'm going to play this little melody here. I'm going to change this to major so I could stay in key with some of these loops here. Let's see. So I'm going to do this B3. That's what we're going to do. I'll quantize that. So I kind of want to add something in between right here and right here just to kind of give it some variation. Let's see if we could add that in. Okay, and let's do this. Quantize. Okay, I like that. So we have this B3 going here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we go. Okay, so you could play it like that, or you could click it in if you'd like. Then I'll go back to this view right here. And we have a pretty complete beat at this point. So let's add this crash cymbal on the first note, on the first step of this entire thing. So when it loops around, you hear this crash. All right, ready? So here we have this jazzy beat that we created using one single expansion kit within an expansion pack. From here, if you were to move on, you could start creating more patterns. And then you could start deleting certain things from patterns, like this kick, for example, or maybe we don't want the keys playing. Maybe we don't want the bass. So we would have this. Maybe in this one, you take this out, but you would bring in the kick. So this would be your second pattern. So this is the first. And then here's the full beat with this one. So we could delete this right now if we don't need it. And this is a simple beat and you have 3 patterns here. And what you could do is you could build a simple arrangement. Let's duplicate this scene. And now we have scene 1 and scene 1, 1. And for this scene, let's choose this pattern here. Let's duplicate this scene again. And now we have another one and let's do this. So now we have these 3 scenes. And to create arrangement, you could go to song view and you could add right here, right click, select scene 1, add, right click, select scene 1, 1, add, right click, select this. And now you have a basic arrangement here. You have a basic song. Okay, so these are the fundamentals of making a song. You build your patterns, and then you start building out scenes, and you build a small arrangement. And if you could get these basics down, then you could start moving on to more advanced groups and patterns and scenes, which you could see in some of my other videos. But this one was really geared towards beginners and just creating your first beat and kind of seeing the workflow on how you could use one expansion pack to lay something out and turn it into a song. If you like this, let me know in the comments, and like and subscribe as well, because I'll be putting out many more Maschine tutorials in the future. So I'll get working on that. See you then.